Great Heights, the biggest event for whales to compete against each other in Call of Dragons, is almost over, and this is what it looks like currently on my server. We have the #1 alliance as well as the #1 player in terms of power on this server. So as you can see, it is a pretty insane competition. In here we have Nephisto, who is almost at 800 million power, who has pushed 158 million in this event. So that means he's gained 158 million power for this event. As many of you knows already, the reward for this is a permanent skin that goes to the first 10 people who will get this skin forever on their account, and then everybody else afterwards will get it temporarily. But really the top 10 is where it's at, because this skin is going to be a legendary skin and there is no other way to get it once this is going to be over, at least for a very long time. Now this is what the skin looks like. Of course, many people have seen it already, so I'm not going to spend too much time here, but as you can see, it is the marksman unit defense skin, which gives 10% marksman defense, as opposed to all the other skin which give bonuses of 5%. This one is a 10% bonus for marksman, while removing 5% attack and 5% HP to Cavs and Magic. Now, in my opinion, this is a very sub-tier skin in terms of legendary skin. If you compare it to the Eyes of the Star, which was for Mage, it gave 10% attack to Mage, which is much more powerful in my opinion, as attack is a more meaningful stat, and even better than that would be HP. But here we have defense, which is the worst of the 3 stats, and you're removing HP from mages, which is the worst thing you can really be doing if you're using mages, as well as cavalry attack, which is okay, whatever, but you know, it's a very decent skin because it gives 10% boost, which is more than anything else, but it is still not very nice compared to another skin that could be, for example, 10% HP. But so it is what it is. As you can see, it looks basically kind of like a Eye of Sauron on top. So this is one of the big appeals that people have here, as it is going to be pretty cool looking and nobody else will be able to look like that. Same as this one. Like when you're on the map, you either look like this or you look like this. Well, of course, this looks cooler. So this is why all of these whales are currently fighting in this Great Heights, as they want the bragging rights as well as the skin that gives them the most bonuses against other whales. And this is really just what it is. So as we're looking here, you can see that there is almost 4 hours left basically in this event, which means that the last like hour or 15 minutes, you could see some really crazy things happening. Of course, no one's going to go and get the $1 spot from Nephisto, in my opinion. And same, you know, these 65-50 million, like this is a lot of power gain. It is worth like $5,000-$10,000 plus in order to gain this as purely T5 training. So, you know, Nephisto probably spent 15-20 grand in my opinion. I'm not exactly sure of the math depending on how he's played his accounts from the beginning, but my opinion is he's gemmed everything. So it was at least over $10,000-$15,000 in my opinion right here, if not way more. So quite crazy. Also, we can see at number 10, we have someone at 27 million. So currently, if you look a little bit lower, basically 11 to 19, 20, maybe not because they're at 10 million, but like let's say 15 upwards, 15 million, 15, 17. These guys at 23, 26, 27, there could be some last minute fightings, as they are really just all fighting each other by spending more money than the other just to get this skin. So we'll have to have a look in 3 hours and see exactly what it looks like. And here we are a few hours later, and as you can see, there has not been a lot of change. Of course, considering that the top 3 are above 50 million is already insane. This is an incredible amount of power, and Nephisto at 158 million. He is obviously, I think, the top in the entire game. Have you seen anyone higher than 158 million power gain for Great Heights during this event? If so, please let me know in the comments. I would be very interested to go and look at it. But otherwise, everything here has been the same. These guys are obviously almost all of them in my group of alliance. The only person who isn't in the top 10 seems to be this Noir, obviously Nephisto in a different alliance. He is our enemy this season, as well as this person from another server that is not in the same battle group. But every single other person on this top 10 is currently in TFS, which is the Freak Show, the #1 alliance in the game, or FS, the Fear Show, which is my alliance. So it seems like the only thing that has changed from earlier is that Diablo from my alliance has pushed and kicked down a player from the same alliance as Nephisto back to rank 11. So this is what it is. Of course, a few of them pushed a few million power at the last minute, but it was settled in stone. The last person is 29 million power gain for this event to get the special marksman skin, which is pretty incredibly high. I expected a little bit more fight for the last few spots, but from seeing a lot of what people have been saying, the skin is really just not that good, so people were not that interested in pushing. Somewhere, but not everybody was. In any case, this was an exceptionally crazy event for my server. Obviously, there is just so much power that was gained here in the top 3 alone. This is sometimes more than an entire top 10 would be, so it's just incredible. Hope you guys enjoyed watching it with me, and make sure to stay tuned on this channel and subscribe, as there will be a lot of content from the war when we go against Nephisto and his group. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you on the next video.